Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss the poem from I Explain a Few Things, written by Pablo Neruda. First, I will give you the introduction of this poem. The poem I Explain a Few Things is written by Pablo Neruda. He was a great Chilean poet. This poem is a lamentation on Spanish Civil War. In this poem, the poet questions his own attitude into composing poems about dreams and beauties of his homeland, but at the same time, he clarifies that how could he do it when there was blood everywhere in the streets of Madrid, the blood of Spain's posterity, blood of children. The poem simply reflects the fact that there would not be any progress and prosperity whatsoever if the war clouds continue to gather on the whole world. Now, the lines of the poem. I lived in a quarter in Madrid with bells, with clocks, with trees. From there, I from there could be seen the dry face of Castile, like a sea of leather. My house was named the house of the flowers because everywhere geraniums exploded. It was a beautiful house with dogs and little children. In these lines, the poet says that he lived in a quarter in Madrid, the capital of Spain. It was a charming place with its church bells, big clocks, and lovely trees. From there, one could see the dry face of the kingdom of Castile. The region formed the core of the kingdom of Castile, under which Spain was united like a rough ocean. The poet's house was named the House of Flowers because there were geraniums sprouting everywhere around it, thus making it an eye catching place. The scenery of the house, along with its surroundings, looked pleasant and attractive, giving a feeling of satisfaction or enjoyment. The house with dogs and children looked beautiful every time. Roll, you agree, Raphael. Federico, you agree, beneath that earth, you agree about my house with balconies where the light of June drowned flowers in your mouth. Brother, brother, the build of roofs with a cold sun on which the weather vane tires, the fine frenzied ivory of potatoes, tomatoes multiplied down to the sea. Here the poet calls upon the famous poets of Spain. They used to visit his house. They were Raul, Raphael, Federico, all poets' friends. They were assassinated in the Spanish Civil War. They are now beneath the earth. The poet says that they would agree with what he has said about his house. His house was really a beautiful sight to look at, on the balconies of which the light of June gave them the strength and enthusiasm to compose beautiful poems. The roofs of the house had such a pattern that the rays of the sun fell directly on them, thus providing great relief from the strong and cold winds whose direction was caught and given by the weather vane. In the chilly days, the sun would comfort them all. A good crop of potatoes and tomatoes stretched down to the sea. Thanks.